Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And the first out of the game is an easy one. Now here is Jarren Duran. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Salvador Perez. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. What a stop from his backside, and very nicely done for the out. Back here with my pal Singy. Clayton Kershaw getting the start.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one fouled hard the other way. Out to short, Jeter. Tosses to first, 1 up, 1 down.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Jose Ramirez. This one lifted in the air, left field. Duran has a beat on it, has room, and he makes the catch. Back here at Coors Field, top of the second, and here is Adam Dunn. Kane back to work. Kane goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. The pitch. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Scott Rowland now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Denver, bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro.
This is one of the most successful hitters we've seen in baseball, Boog. Palmeiro is a guy who can produce hits and swing for power, and he does it consistently. He's always going to be a tough out for any pitcher that faces him.
He was late there, strike one. Line drive, and that's a fair ball.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Bernie Williams now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Fouled off left side. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to second for 1. A sensational double play. Cal Raleigh the next to hit, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Here's a rocket out to left. And makes the grab. And there's one down. So up next, Yandy Diaz. A swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Top of the third, no score. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Joe Adele. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Oh, wow. Nice play. The throw, and that's a great play for the out. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Stepping in, Jack Caglione. No score. Kershaw back to work, delivers. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swung on, popped up left side. Rolling. Sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Adele moving back on it. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. So digging in, Casey Schmidt. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Adele going after it. He makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Start of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. And there's a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a base hit into right center field. So a man on base to start the inning. At the plate, Jarren Duran rolled out to second in his first at bat. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And he boots it. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez grounded out his first time up. In the dirt, blocked. To second for 1, and it's over his head. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Jeter, the runner at second with 1 away. So 2 balls and no strikes.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Got him swinging. Now a chance for Adam Dunn. 0 for 1 so far. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
In the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Derek Jeter. A new pitcher in the game, Tarek Skubal.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll be safe at first. Man at first with 1 gone. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Rafael Palmeiro. Swing and a miss.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 on, 2 outs. Way out front for strike 2. Grich throws to first in time. Out number 3. Back here at Coors Field, here's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. Kane back to work. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, these guys, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
To the right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Scott Rowland digs in now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. 2 down. Here's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one pushed to the left and foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Ground ball right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The first baseman, number 2,
Yandy Diaz will hit next. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty.
Well, he just threw that foul. Fastball by him elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
In the dirt. Hit in the air, right field. Sosa under it. And that is that. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Jack Caglione. Caglione goes 6 feet 5 inches, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024. Next to hit, Jake Cronenworth.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And down on strikes. 2 gone now. 2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. He's already homered here in this one. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And they'll do it again. Strikes him out with 101. All set for the top of the sixth. And now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Right through there for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No play. That's an infield single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And the batter now, Derek Jeter. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The next offering misses, and that's ball two. Strike three, got him swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Now at the plate, Jarren Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one a little bit high. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Adios, pelota. And they lead it. It's 3-1. So now the DH spot, Adam Dunn. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
There's a line drive to left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Bobby Grich getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. 2 outs, base is empty. Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And that's strike one. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Casey Schmidt. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
He was all over that one. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy.
Adrian Morejon into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Man at second. And that one upstairs, ball one. And now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And now the DH, Jose Ramirez. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That's to third. Whips it across. That's the second out. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. And we're back. Down the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Late swing fouled off. Man at second. Comebacker to the mound. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here's Byron Buxton. Singled and scored his first time. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
There's a strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swings through that one. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Bummer deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Derek Jeter now at the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that is out of play. Rolling. The lead runner out at second. Diaz at first. 2 out of the inning. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Back to right. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Ground ball right side. Diaz steps on the bag. 1 away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. And now Bernie Williams. 1 for 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Swing and a miss.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Jaron Duran. Bummer back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And misses inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's already homered in this game. And a swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond, and they get Perez for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Adam Dunn digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Get them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Corrals it. And that is that. Back here at Coors Field, leading off, Jack Caglione. Morejon in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. There's a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Durant on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. So 2 down now, and here is Sammy Sosa. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Reaches out for the tag, and that's the 3rd out. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now, Bobby Grich. That's through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. So up next, Scott Rowland, 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good game right here, 9th inning. Got a
Swing and a base hit.
I'm watching a movie, and I was playing this game. I haven't been paying attention.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Soto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Oh,
great stop. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
I saw time was running out, and I needed to score, so I paid attention. Juan Soto's my right fielder. Who's fast? Who's a right fielder? I don't know. Right fielder. Shit, center fielder. Play center field.
Yandy Diaz, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Runner goes again. Pitch outside. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
Got greedy there.
Last chance for the home team. Here's the third baseman, Casey Schmidt. Emmanuel Clase will take over here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Cut on and missed at 101. And the count 1-1.
Put him away with the slider. Something to look at.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. He's 2 outs away. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This to third. Over to Diaz.
One more out.
And they're down to their last out. So digging in, Jose Ramirez.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
3-1 ball game. Quick game. We were looking for a little bit more. It seemed at points the offenses were going to break out, but a total of 4 runs combined. Really good pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings making all the difference.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
That was a good game, ladies and gentlemen. Won my first World Series Classic game. Deluxe Choice Pack. Oh damn, I don't even know which one I need. Should probably get one of the prime players. Or the summer. Is the deluxe ones the good ones? Let's see. Please give me a good card.
Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Boston going up against Ecuador. All right, just about set to go, and on the mound now, Jose Soriano. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those? Pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
I think I won. Another victory. The game is frozen. I won. Woo! Second game won.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Alabama going up against Ecuador. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab, Yu Darvish. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. Now, Jeremy Pena. Fouled off down the right side. Darvish delivers. Swinging a foul straight back. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Next to hit, Roman Anthony. Now fly ball to right center. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ted Williams getting ready to hit. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first. And that is that. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab in this one, Pedro Martinez.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first. Now it's going to be Derek Jeter. Fought off foul. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pedro's one of the most dominant pitchers in the history of the game, Boog, and he's known for his excellent command of the baseball and a variety of pitches that always seems to confuse lineups.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And the batter now, Alex Gordon. First pitch swinging, Martinez, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Nabs it, and that ends the inning. Second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Adam Dunn. Darvish back to work. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto going after it. Brings it in. And there's one down. Here comes Manny Machado. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across to first. Machado is out. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Cal Raleigh.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Brooks Lee. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. That one at triple digits. That one to first, done. And he's out on the tag.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 2 down now, and here is Scott Rowland. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another break. Ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one away. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. There's a swing and a miss. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Dozier. Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back, bottom of the inning, and now it's Juan Soto. So the leadoff guy being intentionally walked to get to the slugger. Okay.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
And there's a strike.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Byron Buxton. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the lineup flips over, and now here is Derek Jeter. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Now he breaks his bat. Dozier to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
Now here is Alex Gordon. Boots it. 1 runs in.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the last half of the third. And downstairs. That one misses. Now 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one not close. And a full count now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him! And that'll keep more runs from coming in. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Pena measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. Ripped on the ground to second, gets it to first, and that quickly 2 away. Ted Williams now at the plate. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the DH, Brooks Lee. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That was blasted to the moon. It's 2-0.
Lee with a home run.
Here's Joey Dell. He's 0 for 1.
Earned his spot.
And a big swing and a miss.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Scott Rowland digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
In for a strike. Good slider.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Juan Soto now. He was walked intentionally his first time. Well struck right field. Dives. What a play. And now the first baseman, Adam Dunn. Darvish back to work. That one fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Machado takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. In there at the knees, and the count even at 1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And the right-hander deals. That catches the corner. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Popped up left side. Jeter moving under it. Brings it in for the third out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Ripped on a line. Williams hauls it in, and there's one away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Buxton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Registers the punch out and hits 101. Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Slider right there.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Luis Robert now. His first at bat was a strikeout. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and even with his speed, they get the out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swinging a foul straight back.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
So up next, Brian Dozier. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings and misses at one down below the zone. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get up, get out of here, and gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. So the batting order turns over. Jeremy Pena will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Next pitch inside, and it's 2-1. Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. Well, 1-run game. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Gordon. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Swing and a foul out of play. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, catcher,
Salvador Perez, the next to hit. On the ground, a short, could be 2. He's in there. First and second, no outs. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Brooks Lee. He's already homered here in this one. And a swing and a miss there.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
On the ground to first, they get 1, goes to second, safe there.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Adele in the box again, takes the strike. Second and third, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Got him swinging. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one at triple digits.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
One ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Hit in the air, center field. And that's the inning. Now it's the DH, Roman Anthony. Adrian Morejon on to pitch here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next pitch is downstairs. Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Stepping in, Adam Dunn.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Ball 1 there. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 2 in this one. Emmanuel Clase on to pitch out of the pen here. He has a great. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. And he chases a high fastball there. Clase, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Perez on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Here's Juan Soto.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss. And he swings through that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 outs. Base is empty. At the plate, Byron Buxton. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Well, 1-run game, and now Cal Raleigh. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out to short. Throws across the diamond. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a big swing and a miss. Holding on to a 1-run lead. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. So digging in, Nick Castellanos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Sends it across to first, and Castellanos is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back to the top of the order now. And here is Derek Jeter. Martinez back to work. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3. Alex Gordon getting ready to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. The other way. Throw over to Dunn. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez. 0 for 3 in this one.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Here comes Perez around third. He'll score. Robert hustles it back in. Lead runner stops at second.
Back-to-back base hits. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
He's got it. That is the inning. Ryan Dozier now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
On to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Jeremy Pena will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Roman Anthony. 1 for 3. Aaron Bummer taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
They're down to their final strike.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where
Each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our
So far we got 4 wins in a row. Let's see, 4 wins in a row.
Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, baseball from the big city, the house that Ruth built. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Kansas City going up against Ecuador. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to get underway. And the batter now, Gil Hodges.
The first baseman, Gil Hodges.
As the lefty gets to work. Line and a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The second baseman,
Trey Turner at the plate. Chases that one upstairs. That misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And fouled off. Hodges on second. Lee on at first with nobody out. This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Two on, nobody out. Kershaw deals, and that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Now batting Jaron Duran. Christopher Sanchez gets the call from the pen.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Strike two.
You need a strikeout when you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got him.
And that one gets away at the plate. Safe at the plate, and the misplay costs them a run. And it's 1-0. Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Carlos Beltran. First pitch, and he just misses.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Second and third here, one away. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's down and in. Smoked on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's Adley Rutschman. He was late there, strike one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been. Bottom of the first. Digging in. Brooks Lee.
The designated hitter, Brooks Lee.
And first offering is fouled off. Bassett, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Salvador Perez, the next to hit. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Adam Dunn stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Devers now.
Devers.
Sanchez back to work. Swing and a miss. Going.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one hit to first, and he handles it himself for the out. Here's Joe Adell. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Out to center. Sizemore makes his way towards it. Out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Juan Soto at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground to Devers. In the dirt. Nice pick. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Batting 6th, the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
On the ground, right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box. Call.
Devers throws on to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. And we're back on to the third inning. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And that one wrapped foul. Up the middle, finds his way through, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
The batter number 6, second baseman, Trey.
Here's Turner now. Walked his first time. Righty reliever out of the pen, Eric Gagne.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jarren Duran. Struck out looking at his first at bat. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Gagne He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Hodges at third, lead over at first, so one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Carlos Beltran getting ready to hit. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just
on a line, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Rutschman swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Runner takes off. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Up and in, now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Swings through that one.
1-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down, and that's a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Grady Sizemore in the box now, no balls and a strike. Center field. And out number 1 on the grab. So the lineup flips over. Next is the designated hitter, Brooks Lee. Fly to right his first time. In the dirt. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. And now Salvador Perez. Now one missed. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. To the right side. Tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Now pitching.
Ian Seymour gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Foul ball. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Joe Adell. And a swing and a miss. Seymour, the 6-foot lefty, 210 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. That one in the dirt. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
One down, base is empty. That one to first, and it hits the bag. And he beats it. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Here's Juan Soto. And that is out of play. Adele at first, one gone. Swing and a miss as he was late. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
Just not a good.
No throw. He's in there safely. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. He's 2 for 2. A little bit low. And that's ball 1. Started to swing. Held up. Runner at second. 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Pitching change here, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead.
Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Runner at third, 2 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Lee up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. No throw, safe at second. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom 4, here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
On the ground to first. Steps on first for the out. So digging in,
Now
Adam Dunn.
First baseman, Adam Dunn.
On the ground right side. And foul ball. And that misses. 1-1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. That's down and in. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the third
Now
baseman,
batting,
Scott
number
Rowland.
27.
Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Strike one. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strike. And we're back. Here's Trey Turner. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Throw to first, and he gets back safely.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now here is Jarren Duran. That one misses. 1-0. Aaron Bummer takes over on the mound.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Turner runs.
High leg kick.
Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Runner on the go again. That's ball four. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So up next, Carlos Beltran. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And he chases that one below the zone. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. In the dirt, blocked. Duran into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Bummer deals, and that's a little bit high, and it's 3-2.
Well, this is such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruisers. You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a strike.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Got him looking. And that is a big first out. Rafael Devers up to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Next pitch is outside. All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Joe Adell digs in now. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Andres Munoz.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Jarren Duran now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Bassett back to work. Just off the inside edge.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The batter,
Now it's the
4.
second baseman, Bobby
Second
Grich.
baseman,
Grounded
Bobby
out his first time.
Grich.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising
Now
along.
batting, right fielder,
Juan Soto will hit next. Doubled in his first AB. And there's a foul ball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And ball 1. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 2-2. And that just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Beltran sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one missed. Stays alive. Next offering is down low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now Brooks Lee. Here's the 0-1. And a foul ball. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Jeter. What a double play that was. Inning over. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now Grady Sizemore.
Grady. Sizemore.
And that one pulled foul. Soto under this one. And there's one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning,
number 2.
anything after that, a hitter or 2 is
Brooks
bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Lee in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Ball, that's it.
That smash towards center. Beltran snags it. 2 down. Now Salvador Perez.
The catcher.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. 2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, fires to first. What a play, inning over. Top of inning number 7, Trey Turner now.
The second baseman, Trey Turner.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizemore makes the grab. 1 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jarren Duran. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Duran.
Munoz in his 6th season, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch misses there. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Everything came together for him. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. The hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Got him to chase one upstairs there.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
Two now. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Fouled off. He was late. Durant on third with 2 out. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Durant makes the grab, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Leading off, Derek Jeter. Swing and a miss.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And that's downstairs and outside. Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Adam Dunn.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that one fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Durant ranging into the alley. 2 away now. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's Devers at the plate.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Williams back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. He shoots one out to right, and they add a run. It's 4-0. And now the DH, Joe Adell, 1 for 3. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swings through that.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Juan Soto, the next to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Just missed. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Jose Soriano. He's into the game with the bases empty. Got him swinging. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Ripped to short. Slings to first. That ends the frame. And the batter now, Jaron Duran.
The left fielder.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Next to hit, Bobby Gribs. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Ian Kinsler.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Now at the plate, Juan Soto, 1 for 2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses in. The throw, tag, and he's out. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Soto raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Brooks Lee. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So digging in, Trey Turner. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Puts a bunt down. Throw over to Dunn. And a couple of quick outs. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jarren Duran. On the ground. And that chance handled. On the run. Throw to first. Pretty nice play there. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now here is Grady Sizemore.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Soto makes the catch, and there's one down. Brooks Lee getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Lee.
Foul ball there. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Curve in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Fouls one off. 2-2. Towards first. 2 up, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, Salvador Perez. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. On to first. Ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew.
I lost our first World Series weekend classic.
Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty. I did my best on the weekend classic. I won, I think, 3 games in a row. Lost the last one. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button, chat, comment. I'm probably going to be right back with another game. Probably take a shower and probably play for another hour, some other game. Then I got to go to work. But thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm on. Appreciate it, folks. Catch you next time.